Absolutely, I did fall in love with the script. I'm very, very enthusiastic about writing, and writing matters to me probably more than anything. So yeah, I was so impressed by the quality of the writing on Truelove, and for so many reasons. It's not predictable. It's also believable, and that's a good trick to pull off. The character is a gift for an actress, I think. A really complex woman of, you know, a certain age, or in her 70s. I can't remember if we specify, but anyway, my age, and that's just great to get the opportunity to play someone who has all the, you know, massive human contradictions, but it's strong, emotional, difficult sometimes, kind sometimes, all sorts of things. And it's a story that is unpredictable. It starts in a place and you think maybe this is going to be about one thing, and it isn't just about that. It becomes a kind of thriller. So a great narrative, and you know, when you can make a character complex and believable, you're really onto something. That's very appealing, obviously, for an actor. Also, actually shooting it gave me every bit as much pleasure as reading it. You know, sometimes it doesn't go the same way, but on this, it really did. It was very satisfying to do, and I'm genuinely proud of it. I think everybody is. Well, she is naturally a leader, and she joined the police force as a young woman, I suppose, in the 70s, and that wouldn't be easy for a woman, especially someone like Phil, who doesn't like being told what to do. And I'm sure she started out like that. And so it would have been very, very sexist, misogynistic. And you have to be very strong to get through that and climb up through the ranks. And obviously she was a very, very successful policewoman and reached a high rank. Not the highest, because she said, you know, the glass ceiling was there and she didn't quite manage to puncture it, but she did really, really well. So essentially, someone who's had to, all her professional life, take tough decisions, be a leader for, you know, groups at work, and over, you know, really serious aspects of life. I mean, she would have been involved in, you know, murder cases and child abuse and all sorts of things where you have to pull a team together and you have to show that you know what you're doing. So I think, you know, with a bunch of old friends, it's that thing where they respect her because they've seen that she's been a successful professional woman, and they know her very, very well. And also there's the way you can make a joke about that when you know people really well. You know, Phil, yeah, she can be, you know, she can be tricky sometimes because she likes to have her own way, and she's used to that. But you know, that's what makes a leader in some ways. And she misses it. Retirement doesn't suit her. And that's kind of great because it shows someone, a woman particularly in her 70s, who's still got energy. She wants to be active. She wants to be involved in things. And also she has a heart, which possibly she's neglected over the years, and the time has come where she's got to take account of her heart, and that's a really lovely thing about the series, that it does give that character the opportunity to do that. Oh, it's definitely, it's the love affair that escaped, that didn't happen, that she let go, and she's tried to put it away. But when they see each other again, it's clear that it hasn't gone away. It's still there. And at this point in their lives, that's particularly poignant because they were very, very young. They were teenagers when they were a couple. So to be in their 70s, and you know, maybe they've seen each other the odd time over the years, but this is a very intense, they meet again at a funeral, you know, that old cliche, you know, sex and death. And there you go. Personally, I don't have any wish, a particular wish, because honestly, it's not the point of the series. It's a starting point, but then the whole narrative rolls on into slightly different territories. It's very clever, actually, to have that hook to hang things on, particularly because there is an important younger female character in the series. It is fundamentally a group of older people, but it isn't about that, and the series isn't attempting to solve the question of what would you do. It's looking at a very specific situation, very specific people. So I don't. It's not agenda-based. It's not attempting to guide. But of course, because something happens early on in the series, I think it will definitely provoke conversation, as all good drama does. And the thing is, it's always interesting to get a group of people talking about a good drama, and everybody's got a slightly different take on it, something they really want to say. The great thing is when people want to say something, that's when you know you've got them. So, I mean, that's already happened with this. But, you know, it isn't the only thing that people talk about, for sure. The people, the characters, I want them to remember these people because I think they're so obviously relatable and complicated, and it's difficult for me because I was making this for 4 months. I became really fond of these characters, and I have real affection for them. And again, you know, it's not just Phil that is a layered character; the others are too. So I just want people to remember those people, and also to think, when you reach your 70s, your life is not necessarily getting smaller. You still definitely alive, and you want things out of life, and you know, you definitely have passion. You want things like sex, you know, you want love, and you also want satisfaction out of life. So I think that's something that, if I had a personal view, that's something I would want people to take away